Got, oh yeah, star of the hour, Anthony's beautiful 2012 STI on the dyno, one of our BBR stage 4 engines, BC 272 cams, a little bit smaller camshaft because he had smaller goals than where we are now, precision 6466, a set of FIC 1650s, dual radium hanger with Walbro 450s, and this thing came out awesome. Has an ETS turbo kit on it. We just finished this car up on pump gas and doing braking on the engine. Pump gas ended up at 485 wheel on 25 PSI. And now we are gonna turn this thing up today on ethanol. So I'm super excited about that. I'm gonna jump right into it today and we're gonna see where our initial base map goes for flex fuel. Hopefully we can make some jam today, make some power, meet Anthony's goals, which I'm sure we will. I know that those 1650s and factory fuel lines in the car are gonna hold us back. Like I said before, we're usually right around 600 to 650 Mustang, which will be plenty enough power for him for now, and then he can always upgrade later on if he wants to. So I'm gonna jump in, let the car warm up, get the dyno synced, and we're gonna start the day out with a pull. Not bad. First initial pull, the 85, brand new map, and this thing made some freaking jam. 573 and 529 torque, and look how beautiful this graph is. Yeah, that is a very nice graph, guys. Some of you with a keen eye will notice I do not have the wideband on the dyno today. That's because this one has mine in the car. I was doing some driving, I already had it in the car. And you guys remember I used that one for this because I need to buy another wideband for the dyno because it took a crap. So you're not going to see air fuel on here today. Doesn't mean I can't talk about it, but it's just not on here. Let me save this configuration so that way I can just see it after a pull. But I'm super happy with the starting number there. I targeted 30 pounds. Not sure if it hit that or not. So let's take a look here together. Need to move this out a little bit because we are revving old girl out more. So a little bit of a dip right there. Really zoomed in. Looks like it did come in at our target though. So let's see. We are, I know it's going to be a little bitch today. 31.1 guys coming in. 30.6 in the center. 31.2 at the top, 31.3, so we'll just call it safe to say 30.5 to 31 pounds is what that one was on. Pretty happy of that. That's a damn good number for that boost level and a beautiful graph. So I'm going to take a look at the data, see how it looked. I know the air fuel looked like it was on the rich side. It was about 11.2 up towards the top, a little bit it was like a 12.0 going into it. So I'm going to just clean that up in the map. Obviously, we are on more boost, so that means it's hitting a different spot in my VE map, so that's where I can go ahead and change our fueling. So I'm going to do that real quick, look at the data, and then we'll do another pull. And you already know. Turn her up. See, I would be happy to hit 600 today for him. That would be that's where I wanted it, but he's going to want more. I already know Anthony. Alright guys, all I did was change fuel. It looked like it was really rich up top. I already had this map pre-built, and obviously the other car that it was on, it was needing a little bit more fuel up top. So this thing, we got some fuel, and it was like 9.9 up top, super rich. So that's why it was starting to lay over in the back of the graph, and I'd let out because I felt it and saw that it was in the richer zone. When I saw it, it was like 11.2 to 10.8. So all I did was change fuel. That was the only change on this map. We're gonna go ahead and do another pull, see where we get on this, and see what kind of power we make just pulling some fuel out of it. blew the rear bumper off on that one. There's a decent sized amount of boom and probably flame out the back. Still rich. I'm still gonna have to play with it, guys, just pulling out some as we go, but we gained a little bit. We gained like 2 horsepower because it's still rich up top. 577, 514. You can see her starting to sail. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue to clean this up. I'm gonna go ahead and also plug the camera in because I've been using this battery to record the other video on Devin's car. So I'm gonna go plug this in and try to keep the content coming today for you guys. All right, been letting the camera charge. I made a couple changes. Damn it, I walked away, so my internet disconnected over here because it's off my phone. I made a couple changes, just a fueling, and then I did raise the boost on it. This one was coming in at like 33.5, and then it touched 34 PSI at the top. I'm very happy with the numbers, guys. 613 and 545, and look at that beautiful graph. So super happy of this. 613 on here, guys, with our 13% correction is just shy of 700 wheel on a dyno jet. And for 34 PSI on a 6466, those math are correct. So very happy of that. I'm gonna record what I think to be is the final poll. Anthony, he wanted a send it map. Not that this is so much a send it map, but being that this is still 1650s stock fuel lines from the tank up, we are a bit higher on our injector duty cycle right now with a 11.6 air fuel, so still a bit rich. Like I told you guys, I like to keep it like 11.6, 11.8 for customer cars on even on ethanol. And you know, you can gain some power obviously by leaning it out, but there's just no reason. We know he's gonna want to enjoy it, so I'd rather have it be a bit more rich so he can enjoy it and not be, you know, pushing the car to its absolute limits to get every horsepower out of it. It's just, it doesn't make sense. So we are about 90% injector duty cycle up top. Like I said, 11.6 air fuel up top. So I went ahead and raised boost. We're gonna see if the injectors can keep up and the fuel lines can keep up. My assumption is we're gonna probably end up getting to a point where we shouldn't be. So I'll let you guys know where we're at. I went ahead and took our target from 34 PSI that we just did on here, and I raised it to 38. So I'm curious to see what we'll make on here. I mean, this is already surpassing what I've seen around here and on this dyno, and some give me shit. Apparently recently they're talking about the dyno making more higher numbers now, and you know, the difference is every tuner in the industry will be different. Doesn't matter, you know, you might tune alike or you might be taught by someone, but every tuner in the industry is going to be different. I tune different than Steve tunes different than me. I've always been used to this dyno with Steve on it, and nothing against Steve has always been an awesome tuner, and I've always known him to be bit on the conservative side. That's just been knowing Steve. You know, if you ask him to push the limits, he always would. So, you know, maybe that's part of what's going on here. I do know I run more timing than Steve does, so maybe that's why we're seeing higher numbers on here. And I'm sure he's watching us, yelling at the screen, because he's seen my timing map on old stock motor RA over there and yelled at me before. But you know what? It's working. I have plenty of happy customers out there to prove that it has been working great, and that I'm not overzealous anyways with customer cars anyways. My own, that's my own send it, guys. Oof. And you know what, we do have those customers that want us to send it to the moon, but this one, I'm gonna keep her tame. We're gonna try to see if we can crack a better number on the Mustang, and then we'll call it there. The motor has about 450 or 480 miles on it. So like I said, later on, if he wants to turn this thing up, he can. Gonna get our good old stand out here for you guys so I can get a view from the back of the car, because I am Mr. Solo Dolo. So let me set this up. We'll do another poll. Enough gibberish. See what it makes. Before I can tell you if we can keep it here or not. But 661 and 589, boys. Look at that graph. beautiful. So let's go ahead and take a look, see if it listened and went to 38 psi. So we'll go over here, boost. Yeah, I know, we gotta get her on over there, and let's see what we're at. Sorry. So we came in at, looks like pretty damn on our target. 30, come on thing, 38.6, and I know it's not going to show that up there for you guys. 38.7 through the whole pole. Red line, we were at 38.9, boys. So 38 to 39 pounds, however you want to take it. 661 on the good old Mustang. You guys want to see what it was, dyno jet, we can go over here, and I'm gonna have to recalibrate here. Hang on. So we just went to the fucking moon. Alright. Get her over here. So, dyno jet numbers are in. 744, boys. 573 foot-pounds of torque. 38 pounds, 6466. Sounds pretty dead on, boys. So happy of that. Let me look over the data real quick and I'll fill you guys in, and then we'll move on to the next thing today. So here we are with the data, boys, and where the hell to go? And we'll, oh, right there. Injector duty cycle 104 at the end, but we're 1145. But if you look here, would you look at that? 1075. Oh yeah, we got some room for power, boys. Probably gonna lean it out. I'll probably lean her out. We'll do one more hit, call it there. That's what I'll do. And yes, it is 104% duty cycle on the injector, so 1146. So I'm gonna lean it out there, see if I can get that to come underneath. Obviously 100% injector duty cycle. This is gonna be his track map anyways, so let's go ahead, correct that, see where we go, see what our numbers do, and we'll end it off there, guys. We are going to be working on tonight that you will be seeing in another video, and I know you guys aren't going to want to miss it.